When duck legs are cooked long and slow, they completely transform. The meat falls off the bone and it stays incredibly moist too. Now I'm going to keep the skin on these duck legs and I'm going to start off by sealing them in the pan. Also, we're going to dry them off just with some paper toweling. And I've got my pan on a really low heat here because I want to slowly render that fat. It's going to take about 5 to 8 minutes. I'm going to drain it off and then we can start adding some other ingredients. Okay, now that the duck has come out and I've drained off the fat, we can start injecting some different tones of flavours. I'm going with a Japanese theme here, so loads of ginger. I love ginger, and ginger is really nice with duck because it cuts through the fattiness of it. So that can go now into our sauté pan here, along with 3 cloves of garlic, which I'm just going to lightly bruise and slice. And you can see I'm being quite rough with this because this is going to cook for a really long time in the oven. It doesn't have to be perfect. So in, and then some chilli for some heat. Now I'm using a long chilli, and instead of slicing it, I'm just going to cut it in half straight down the centre, and I'm going to leave the membrane and the seeds in the chilli because that's where it holds all the heat. So straight in now, along with some spring onions, and I'm only going to use the white and the light green part, so just cut them into little rounds. Plenty, and that can also go in. Now give that a really quick stir, and I'm going to deglaze the pan now with some sherry. Sherry's got a really nice sweetness to it, so that's why I like to use it. And also 100 millilitres of soy sauce. So again, balancing out those flavours, sweetness from the sherry, saltiness from the soy. And now for some miso paste. Miso and duck love each other. Great combination, and I like to use white miso because it's quite mellow. And just press down on the miso just to dissolve it, mix it in so there's no chunks. A little bit of miso goes a long way. It's that extra sense, that umami flavour that we're looking for when it comes to miso. Now you can see that that's thickened, so we can return our lovely duck legs here, and I'm going to go skin side up. We also coloured that duck there because it's also going to flavour this delicious sauce. And if there's any juices left on the plate, they can go in at this stage. Spread the duck out. Great. And now for some stock. So 2 cups of chicken stock, or if you can get duck stock, even better. And a little cartouche. Now this is just for some extra insulation. A little piece of baking paper that's cut into a round. That goes on top. It's just going to keep the duck legs extra moist. The lid goes on, and now this goes into the oven around 160 degrees for about 50 minutes. The duck smells beautiful. So let's have a check and see that it's cooked. I'm just going to take this lid off. Oh yes, and that cartouche has done its job, so I can just take that out and remove it. Oh, this duck is definitely cooked because you can see that the bone has been exposed here, and if you just get 2 forks and pull it away and the meat is soft and tender, just like that. This is my type of cooking, slow cooked duck with miso. It's seriously such a fantastic combination. Now, you could just serve this in the middle of the table with a bit of rice and you can shred it all up, or you can take it to the next level, wash some butter lettuce and just trim it up, get a little bit of warm rice and place that in the centre. And again, this is all about theatre in the kitchen. Place that in the middle of a plate, just like this. Get some of this slow cooked duck, and I'll just get a few more pieces here. And you can't leave out that sauce, so a big spoonful of that, including the ginger and the garlic there. This is so yummy. And just to freshen the whole thing up, I've got a little bit of radish here, and I put it in a little bit of cold water. And the reason I do that is to keep it really crunchy, so they can go into the lettuce cups. And for a little bit of crunch, some shallots go on top. And then what you do is wrap it up. It is a little bit messy, but it's totally worth it. As tight as you can get that, and dig in. This is such a special dish. I'm gonna say it, by far, my favourite duck dish this year.